So we are going to illustrate an example of Nash equilibrium. Suppose there are two restaurants who compete in the market for burgers. Each restaurant must decide whether to charge a high price or a low price. The potential monthly profits for these firms in $1,000 are shown in this payoff matrix. Let's figure out if either of the restaurants are having a dominant strategy or not, and what would be the Nash equilibrium. Okay. So for making my life a little bit easy, I'm gonna write here that this is representing low corresponding to the row, okay, and this corresponds to the column. So I am writing low here because in the column I can see low over here, and this is low, the row is low and column is high, and this is row high and column is low. This is row high and column is also high. So I will first of all find out A's dominant strategy given the strategy of B. For that purpose, I will compare when A keeps the prices low with the situation when it keeps the prices high, given that B is keeping high price. Okay, and I will compare A keeping low price, A keeping high price with the decision when B is keeping low price. Okay, let's find out all the figures. So let us find out what is the profit of A in this situation when A is keeping low price, which is this, and B is keeping high price. Okay, so the profit of A is given by 40. In case when A and B both are keeping high price, means this is the situation where the profit of A is given by 30. And now let's find out when A and B both are keeping low price, the profit of A is 20. And when A is keeping high price and B is keeping low price, the profit of A is given by 15. Now what do you see? In this case, the profits are more over here when A is keeping low prices. And in this situation, this is also the same situation, like profits are low when A is keeping low prices. So we can observe that given any situation regarding B, whether it is keeping high price or low price, the best strategy or the optimal strategy for A is keeping the prices low. Okay, so that would be the dominant strategy for A. Okay, so let us find out the dominant strategy for B now. Now I will find out the strategy for B given the strategy of A. So we will compare the strategy of B keeping low and high price given that A is keeping the prices at lower range. So we will consider both situation when A is keeping high prices. Okay, so let's figure out. So I am first of all writing these two because these are pretty easy. So it's evident from here when both are keeping high price. So they are the profits of B. Basically, we have to find out profits of B. Those are 30. When both are keeping low prices over here, so profits of B are 20. Okay, now let's figure out when B is keeping high price and A is keeping low price, which is this situation. Okay, and in this case you can see the profits of B are given by 25, and when B is keeping the prices low and A is high, so profit of B is given by 40. Now what do you observe? That it's greater when B is keeping prices high, given the case when A is keeping prices low, but it is more over here. That means the strategy for B depends on the strategy of A. So what do you observe? That if B wants to keep the prices high, then that strategy is successful in the case when A is keeping the prices low. And on the other hand, if suppose B is keeping prices low and wants the strategy to be successful, then it depends on the strategy of A keeping prices high. Means the strategy of B actually depends on the strategy of A. That means B does not have any dominant strategy. Okay, but we can say that the best thing for B when B keeps prices high, the dominant strategy for A was keeping prices low, and in that case the best strategy for B would be keeping prices high. So what we could observe from here, that in this situation, given A follows its dominant strategy, which is keeping prices low, the best strategy for B is given by keeping prices high. So when the A's dominant strategy is given by low price, the best strategy for B in this case is high price, because we can see that B is having more profit in this strategy. So this is the situation when we have Nash equilibrium. Okay, the situation which is best for both the firms. So the Nash equilibrium is established at the point where B is keeping the prices high and A is keeping the prices low.